All right, hello and welcome back. We're so excited to be in action here again. We have Valorant coming your way. Hopefully, we've got some Valorant coming your way. This is week 2 of the NJCAAE. Our Valorant squad was not in action last week. They had to work with their opponents to get a reschedule of time, which is actually going to now be taking place tomorrow at 6 p.m. So hopefully, we're going to get a match coming at you here pretty soon, and you're going to get a double dip this week of Valorant coming today and tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited for that. So this is actually going to be, even though it's week 2 for our Valorant team, it's actually going to be their first week of competition and their first match today for this season. Pretty similar team for what you saw last season. You've still got the awesome combination of LHC, for Dizzle, who actually goes by Gab, I believe, in the in-game name. You've got Tobias, and you've still got Odette with the team. And then a newcomer to the team, but not necessarily to the program. You're going to have Jose, I believe it's Jose like 123 or something like that. I can't exactly remember what his Valorant name is, but that is Jose from our Rainbow Six team. Has decided to step into another bigger role in the program and also be part of our Valorant team. And in the preseason has looked really good with the squad. As we know, we have a fantastic core already with those 4 that are there. So we're really excited to see how Jose is able to add into that bunch and continue to elevate this team possibly to playoffs this season, as that's always the end goal with everything. Today, our opponent is going to be the Vikings from Hudson Valley. I know that they had their match going on last week. I'm trying to currently look it up so I can tell you the correct outcome of their match. I believe that they lost it, but I can't be 100% certain. Like I said, I always like to make sure that I'm right for you guys there. But it's going to be the same format that we had last season. So it's going to be a best of 3 maps coming your way. They are going to be working on their map bans and everything, hopefully right now. I know that Hudson Valley was struggling with some of their teammates, making sure that they had enough of their team members showing up and getting into the lobby. And so we're currently sitting in the lobby just waiting for a couple more of those to be able to pop in. But we will be having a best of 3 maps. They'll be able to ban certain maps obviously at the very beginning and pick which map to start on. I know that the cinematic that we had going for you was Bind, and Bind is definitely a choice that we see often here in the NJCAAE, so we'll see if that is possibly where we start at map 1, but you should have 3 maps coming your way, possibly 2, depending on who is able to win which map or not. But basically it's going to be the first team being able to win 2 maps is going to win the match for the day. So I know the terminology can get really crazy sometimes, so I'll run through it a little bit with you here. The match, when we refer to match, the terminology for match, it's the whole thing that is happening today for Valorant. So the match between Grays Harbor College and the Hudson Valley Vikings. So whoever the winner of the match is that overall winner. When we refer to either rounds, games, or maps, it's referring to those individual rounds and games that happen within the match. So we call it a best of 3. So it's the first 1 to 2. Whoever has the best record of the 3 maps / rounds / games. All those terminology can be pretty interchangeable for each one of those maps that you'll see them play on. In each one of those maps, it's going to be a best of 25 rounds on there. So it's a lot of fun. When you get to Valorant, you're going to get rounds, you're going to get maps, you're going to get matches. Each map that you go to here on Valorant is going to have possibly 25 rounds, but it is a best of 25. So the first 1 to 13 round wins will win that first. Without being in the sorry, just reading a quick thing. Will win the first map, and then whoever wins 2 maps first is your winner. All right, we have a little bit of problems. Can't stream us. I see what they're saying. So we're hopefully we're hoping to get our custom match going. If not, we'll probably have to. We were thinking about going into just having them play in an unranked game to be able to get some going. but I don't know if that's going to be able to happen that way. We will see if we can kind of maneuver around and figure out a way to get through that. But as I was saying, it's going to be a best of 3 coming your way hopefully here pretty soon. So say Grace Harbor College goes and wins the first map. They'll be up 1-0, so 1 map to no maps. If Hudson Valley then comes and wins the second map, we will play the third map, and the winner of that one will be the winner of the whole match. Okay, lots of fun terminology. But if, so to say, Grace Harbor wins the first map and then we win the second map, it's over. It's just whoever can win, because at that point in time, we can't get any more than that. Hudson Valley won't be able to get more wins than we have already or something like that. So just a quick briefer, because some of those, I don't know, some of those terminologies can really get me kind of tongue-tied and tripping over things. So it'll be very interesting. But it looks, oh, I feel like something's interesting. I don't know, I think the leaderboard on Gen E is a little bit different, because it's actually telling me that Hudson Valley is already 1-2, and this is only week 2, so I'm not sure how that's possible. And it shows that we're 2-0, but we should be playing our match today, and then we have a match tomorrow, so we actually shouldn't have any games played yet, which is a little interesting, but I do not know. So I'm going to try and check back in and see what's going on with... Oh, shoot. All right, so it sounds like Hudson Valley was not able to get their team together, so they actually have already forfeited. So I guess in the long game, that's a win already for Grays Harbor, so that's exciting. We got the dub today. So Grays Harbor is officially, I'm pretty sure they're officially 1-0, but I don't know. The leaderboard's showing us 2-0, and I don't think that's correct, right? Because we haven't played our second game yet, which is going to be tomorrow against Dallas College Richland, which is kind of interesting because I believe that our Overwatch match is also against Dallas College, as I'm trying to quickly zoom to that and see if I can find it, because obviously we're trying to figure out if we can get some Valorant streamed for you all today. They're trying to figure it out right now and see if they can get it going. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to be possible, because we were just thinking, oh, all right, I'll just stay as a spectator in this and have the spectator role, and then we'll just go in and have you guys playing it. But obviously when you get into an unranked, if you played Valorant before, the spectator roles are only in those custom matches. So if we're not in a custom match, then I won't be able to be in that spectator role. So we're trying to figure that out. Oh, we are actually. So actually, they're 2 different colleges. We play Dallas College Richland tomorrow for Valorant. So that will be the chance for our Valorant squad, which unfortunately wasn't able to play their match today, but it does get the forfeit. So they're 1-0. So Valorant squad tomorrow plays Dallas College Richland in order to try and go to 2-0 on the season. And then our Overwatch team is going to be playing Dallas College Northlake. So probably a couple different campuses over there in, I'm assuming in Dallas, Texas, maybe? I'm not sure if there's too many Dallases in the world. I'll have to probably look that up later so I know for the stream tomorrow. But I know that in those bigger areas, there's a lot of satellite campuses. There's a lot of different campuses in different towns, and they name them after that and all that kind of that fun stuff. Here at Grays Harbor College, we actually have a satellite campus that is in our Raymond location, and that is Grays Harbor College Raymond. And we also have one that is in our Ilwaco location, trying to kind of be able to reach out to lots of different parts of Grays Harbor County and service students in all different areas. So for, I believe for right now, as I'm looking through a lot of our different chat and trying to see if, I don't think that we're going to be able to, I'm going to message the CIA, but I don't think we're going to be able to stream their custom games, because we would have to try and capture card it across, which I don't think is possible there. Let me ask. I don't think that it's going to be possible for us to be able to grab that, but we're going to see if maybe there is a possibility to be able to try and get you some Valorant coming your way. If not, and you're here ready for it and ready to party with us, they are going to be playing at 6 p.m. tomorrow. They won't be on the stream, but you can hang out on our social medias and kind of wait for that final thing that's coming your way to be able to see the final score for it. And then tomorrow is Friday, so you'll be able to see an updated standings leaderboard for our whole program for every player in it. Or sorry, not every player in it, but every team in it, and then obviously the players in our individual sports that are going on. Let's see, individual sports. We have Madden, Super Smash Bros, and FIFA. Warzone's no longer an individual sport for us this season because it's actually duos. So we've got 2 teams of duos that are going on there, and then everything else is our team sports from Rocket League, who had a really good match this week too, was able to take a 3-0 win. We've got Overwatch coming your way, which had a huge win last night in the NECC, coming back down from down 1-2 in a best of 5, won the next 2 rounds and wins the best of 5. So that was a huge victory for them. We've got Valorant that you are not going to see today, but you'll probably be able to hear about how they're doing tomorrow. And then I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't. Oh, and then our Rainbow Six team, which we talked about a little bit earlier because Jose is actually from our Rainbow Six team and playing with us, and it actually sounds like we are going to get a capture card going to one of the screens of one of our players, so we are going to get a little bit Valorant coming your way. So hopefully I didn't lose too many of you already, as we are going to get Valorant action streamed here for you to be able to watch. It's not going to be one of our custom games. It's not a competitive game. It's not for our record. It's not for our league or anything. This will be our team just being able to get a game in as they were expecting to be able to play. And for you fans at home that are watching to be able to see, I know that we've got a lot of family and friends and just different people that are tuning in to see maybe their brother, their friend, their sister, who knows, their uncle, their dad, I don't know, all sorts of different things. But we should be able to get some Valorant being able to be streamed to you, so I'm super excited for that. And like we said, they're also going to be playing again tomorrow, so being able to keep them sharp and keep them rolling is going to be really awesome for that, because they will be playing their week 1 matchup, which was rescheduled to tomorrow at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, though, we will be on stream with Overwatch at 3 o'clock. Like we said, Overwatch is going to be playing Dallas College Northlake, I think was the name of it. Our Overwatch team is currently 0-1, if I remember correctly. Let me look and see if I am thinking correctly. Oh, regular season, that would be... Oh, they're 1-1 right now. See, I don't think that the leaderboards are correct because they haven't even played 2 matches, so they can't be 1-1. Our Overwatch team is currently sitting at 0-1. They played Johnston Community College, who is obviously undefeated because we haven't gotten to the second week. But that Johnston Community College team that we played last week was extremely good and extremely skilled and just really well organized. So we dropped that match against them, but looking to even back up at 1-1 tomorrow, especially after their huge win in the other conference that we now compete in, which is called the NECC. That one happens for them on Thursday nights typically, but get ready for all the craziness of reschedules and everything happening. I believe it's in the Midwest of our nation. A lot of snowstorms, a lot of windstorms, a lot of power outages and all that kind of stuff are happening. So there's been a lot of reschedules happening lately. But our Overwatch team played their Week 2 matchup yesterday for the NECC, had a big win, so they improved to 1-1 in the NECC. And then they actually have a bye in that league this week, so that's why they're not playing tonight. So getting out of this week, they should be at 1-1. Our Rocket League team is now 2-0 in that NECC league. So just really great stuff coming all around from Grays Harbor, and being able to have a ton of fun in our program right now, and especially in the Esports Center. And so we are super excited. As you can see on your screen, we've got some we have some Valorant coming your way, and it looks like, oh, are we gonna get a little 2v2 going on? We sure are. So just having some fun for you here on stream, since we weren't able to get our match going. So you're gonna get LHC, Tobias, Odette, and and Ferdizzle is gonna be hanging out with us, and they're gonna be playing a little 2v2. So we'll see. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, they're just tossing stuff all over the place. I love it. As I was sitting here, I got caught staring at it. I think that it looked like maybe Odette was bouncing back and forth between some of the settings. We have to do so we finally got our streaming setup actually moved over across the hallway because according to, obviously, to the bylaws, like, we don't want our streaming setup anywhere near around wherever our players are playing. Because we don't want them to be able to see our spectator camera. We don't want them to be able to hear the casters, because there's a lot of times that on our spectator view, one really good example is for Rainbow Six Siege. If you ever watch those with us, or if you've ever played or know what it is, in our spectator view, we can actually literally see where everybody is on the map. So I can actually even see where the enemies are and everything too. So we don't want our players being able to see that, because then they could easily cheat. I don't think that any of our players would cheat, but obviously you want to make sure that you take that out of their hands, because you don't want to ever even tempt anybody, and you also don't want to get accused of cheating. Sometimes you make some really good shots, and I know lots of games that I play, I'm like, there's no way that they could have hit that shot without cheating. Well, there is. They're just better than you, kind of thing. And so we don't want to get into that area. But also at the same time, there's going to be times when I could see possibly somebody's around the corner, and as a caster, maybe my comment is, oh, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen here around the corner, or is Jose going to be able to see that opponent that's coming around the corner? Can he hear them? All sorts of different things. So we got that moved across, and it looks like we were possibly able to take care of some of those issues that were going on, as I bet you Paris, who's running our stream for us right now, was able to run across and take care of some things. And so we have a little bit of 2v2 coming your way.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing. Last player standing. Last player standing.
The hunt begins.
Finally cracking their code.
The hunt begins.
Got that. Blocking vision. Right there. Still in sight. Obscuring vision. Right there. Concuss pulling them in. Cutting their vision. Right there.
Spike planted.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Pulling them in. Watching here. Right there.
Keep up. If you need help figuring out how, just ask.
Obscuring vision.
Cutting their vision.
Right there. Concealment. Pulling them, knocking them.
Alright, I got an update. It sounds like we are just waiting. I think I actually saw the names wrong. I don't think Gab is with
Here.
us.
30 seconds left.
Sweet, that went well.
They're
What's
waiting on Gavin to come back and hang out, and then they're gonna hop into a game for us here as they're just messing around right now. I do like that you can fly though. Like that could be a little interesting add-on to the actual game of Valorant.
Right there.
Could make it kind of fun.
Right there. Blocking vision. Blast pulling them in. Watching here.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Right there. Right there. Concealment. Right there. Concealment. Blast pulling them in.
Placing swarm grenade.
Reload.
already thought of everything.
Sage, you're the
Alright,
only one
gracias.
who can keep us alive. Don't fail us now like you failed me then.
Alright, so we do have now coming for you some Valorant action. I promised it. It came a little bit later, probably about 30 minutes later than everybody was hoping for, as we were supposed to have our match at 4. But if you're just joining us, our match at 4 was actually ended up being a win for us, but by forfeit, as Hudson Valley wasn't able to field their team. And then after waiting for a little bit for, I believe we had one of our team members was using the bathroom, the lavatory for a little bit, and then they went over a couple of different plays and strategies and such that they've been working on with their coach. And now we are hopping into an unrated, so I have no clue who is on the other side here, who is playing against them. They're going to be just random people from all over that are playing on Valorant and just happen to queue up with them, but we've got our full squad here for you, so you're going to see. Oh! It looks like their Sage was able to get up and over the wall and grab a shot right there on Odette. As I was saying, you're going to see the 4 of Odette, LHC, Tobias, and Gab, aka for Dizzle, in action once again here this season, and then you're going to get your first taste of Jose coming over to the Valorant squad. Is he going to be able to get enough? Both low. He does get that headshot to finish it off.
30 seconds
And
left.
so a big elimination there from Gab being able to get the healer out of the way. And Sage, they're going to know where both of them are now. Wow, so you see the first kill on stream, or elimination on stream there for Jose, aka Nice Aim. And then LHC is able to grab that final elimination right there too. So GHC will grab the first round right there, as we talked about a little bit of that terminology before. You can see the scoreboard on the top. We'll go over it just a little bit together. So left side, the green side, is going to be our team. Right side, red side, is going to be the opponent's team, obviously. And so you can see the lineup of each team's agents that they're using. And then underneath each one of those icons, those agents, you can see their health bar, actually. So at all times, you're going to be able to see what your teammate's health is. You cannot see your opponent's health bar, but most of the time, through communication, you're going to be able to let each other know who's low and who's not from the other team. Oh, just a double elimination right there.
Enemy remaining. Spike down.
But Gab comes around the corner with 2 big snipes, so that's huge there for the Chokers as they go up 2-1 right here. Oh, they're going to find the last agent at least, so it's going to be up to Tobias. So the last agent here left for our opponents is Astra. Tobias probably knows a general area of where this Astra could be. Oh, shots all over the place with the Sheriff, but is able to come around the corner with a Spectra and get that final elimination. So the Chokers will go up 2-0 here, as I was saying. You can see the team, you can see what agents they're playing, their health bar underneath them, and then those numbers in the middle. So the 2 next to our name is how many rounds we've won. The 0 next to our opponent's name is how many rounds they've won. And then you've got the timer in the middle. Right now you're in the buy phase. So as the name implies, it is the part of each round where you can go through and be able to buy your abilities and your weapons that you're going to choose to use for each round. So if you finish the round alive still, you keep whatever weapons you had in your hand to end the round. So that's why sometimes you'll see somebody go and pick up somebody's weapon right before the round ends, even after they've eliminated everybody. If you do not survive the round, you start all over with just your pistol and your knife, and so you have to rebuy guns. So that's why it's sometimes very important to be able to stay alive in the round. And you'll see sometimes if the attacking team feels like they can't get their spike planted in time, you'll see the last person or the last two people or whatever just go ahead and actually give up and run away and try and survive the round, saving money and keeping abilities will stay with you no matter what.
Enemy spotted. B.
One enemy
Suckers have the
remaining.
advantage right now.
Last
It gets
player
evened up real
standing.
quick, and they actually they go for another swap and trade. So we've got 1v1. Gab's gonna go for the fake defuse to see if he can maybe get the Sage to come and commit. Oh, he heard footsteps, made the right move, just wasn't able to get the shot off. As their Sage was able to grab that round-winning elimination right there, so it'll draw them a little bit closer as GHC holds a 2-1 lead over their opponents right now.
Placing alarm bot.
And so you'll see how I say see how important communication is, but obviously you don't see communication, you hear it, but you really can see how their play changes through their communication. So a lot of times you'll see somebody turn around and know where somebody's coming because on the other end of the things, our team is telling each other, hey, they're coming around the corner right here, or I just got killed by the Astra and they're around this corner, or whatever it is, and then you'll see pings that go on the screen. So they can even get a better communication to their team, not only saying, hey, they're over here, basically a ping on them, a pin that drops right where they're marking it to show them almost exactly where they are.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
So that was one of those situations that we talked about. Gab decided to take the kind of smart route right there and knew that he didn't really have a chance on the 1v4 to go and defuse. Stayed away, tried to just stay alive for the round, so now he actually comes into this next round with his full loadout still. So not only does he not have to buy weapons for himself again, so he saves that money, but he saves the money and could possibly buy those weapons for somebody else who requests and doesn't have quite enough credits to be able to get the gun they're looking for.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Toxins going up. Lies, I will deny that I said this, but your inventions are valuable. Kid taker.
Placing sentry. Alarm bot out. Satchel out. Get out of my way. You will not kill my ally.
Spike planted. Last player.
We're here because we're the best. Don't any of you forget that.
So definitely a good little onslaught here from our opponents, as I believe,
Alarm bot
if I
out.
remember correctly, I believe that we won the first 2 rounds. Yeah, we were up 2-0. So comeback like crazy so far from our opponents, who's got about 6 rounds left, I
You are
believe, of
divided.
being the attackers.
I've got your trail.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Yeah, cannot stop me. You say something? Sorry, ears still ringing. Weapon here. Can I get a drop? Thanks. Placing alarm bot. Placing sentry.
You want to play? Let's play.
Enemy spotted A. Turret down. Found them.
So you see just an absolute flurry of abilities used on Odette right there, playing that Killjoy agent.
Spike planted.
Definitely an uphill battle here for the rest of the round for the chokers.
Player standing.
You're gonna have one last player left here with Tobias. gets eliminated, so not able to pull off the round victory there, but was able to grab the one before it, so definitely puts themselves back into a good position here to be able to see if they can get, because I believe the switch happens after round 12. They make it so that you can't go just every single round and be able to win it on your defensive side. And so after round 12, the Chokers will actually switch and go into attack, where they will then start with a spike in their hands, aka that little bomb that you see, and they will have the task of going to either site A or B, planting that thing and seeing if they can get it to detonate or just eliminate the other team in general.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Activating kill mode. That's a joke. Kill mode is default.
Placing alarm bot. Turn out. Reevaluate tactics.
There's a lot there.
Last player standing.
Oof. LHC was able to grab one, but we are starting to see some of the shooting
Spike
onslaught
planted.
here of our opponents. It would not surprise me to see if possibly our opponent team is also a 5-stack, so people who are used to playing with each other and partied up and went into a queue together, playing against them also, as they have some pretty good coordination on the other side and possibly looking to take their 7th round victory right here. I think that Odette is going to go ahead and just play the long game here, see if they can get into the next round with their loadout.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet? Alarm bot out. Turn out.
You are divided!
Targets destroyed. Found them. Found them. Bomb buddy out.
Spike planted.
So the spike gets planted early with still both teams having all
I've got your
5.
trail. For you. Reloading.
Good heal coming there from Jose. Couple of
Last player
swaps go
standing.
back and forth there. Odette's going to be left by themselves with timer going down there on the bomb. He's thinking about running, turns around and gets one last elimination before, so a good pick allows them to withstand the round
Last
and go into the
round
next
in the
round
half.
with
Load up. We're not coming back.
the Vandal that they were able to pick up from Jet right there and not allow Jet to do the same. So we'll see how that comes into play here, as this is the last one before they swap over. So I was right after round 12, they'll go over. So Chokers are going to want to take this round and see if they can get into it in a fairly good spot. Into that switch. Couple of trades there from both sides. Oh, and Odette is dropped right around the corner. It looks like, yes, and so we had a revive there from Sage.
Get out of my way! Enemy removed.
Good pick there from
30
Jose.
seconds left.
Things are even up at 2 again.
Last player standing.
Oh, walks right into the Jet ult. There has not been a plant yet, which is good for the Chokers. But obviously I would assume that the plant is going to be coming right now. Yep. Able to pick off Jet up from above as they were looking to try and get him with their ult, so that was a good pick, but just had the Sage lurking behind. So now the Chokers will rotate over into that attacking phase, and we'll see if maybe this is the change-up that they need right here to be able to start to turn momentum their way.
Reloading.
Breathe deep.
Reloading. Enemy spotted B. Taking sentry. I have the spike.
Spike down B.
Reloading.
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 Possibly getting a little bit of a rotation here. We're looking to originally push there on B. Met some resistance and going to rotate around. Gab is going to try and see if there was at least somebody waiting for him. Is Odette able to grab that pick? That is huge. So the Chokers will get to a point where they have the advantage now. Bomb has been planted, sorry, the spike has been planted. Alarm bot on there so they can know. Oh, and there's the Sage. They can pick this Sage off the mid. They're able to get the Sage. Oh, but the Jet comes around and gets a 2K.
Enemy remaining.
Big kill from Tobias. They know that the last is Santa. Oh, and able to get the headshot. So it looks like this could be the little bit of a turn coming here for the Chokers as they're able to grab their first round in attack here.
This is where we win. Reloading.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
They're nothing but flies.
As one. Reloading.
Now with a little resistance here on site B again.
Reloading. Reloading. Grenade out. Knife deployed.
Big first pick there for GHC, but looks like Odette was actually picked off coming up in the back of the group. Another swap, so GHC still holds
Healing you.
the advantage. They're up one right here. Oh my goodness.
One enemy
Tobias just got
remaining.
ran right into Astra. They've got one left.
Screen down. Toxins going up.
Spike has been planted. Now basically you can just kind of hang out and protect that spike. See if you can just pick off this last person. They're going to do so. So GHC starting to build a little bit of momentum here on the attack side of things.
Let's go.
So they send one to B. It looks like possibly LHC, as they've been going that way all the time, to maybe see if they can catch their opponents thinking they're going B. Already shooting over here on A. They tried to run a little bit of almost like a deke right there to get an easy plant on site A.
For you.
They do get 2 eliminations though, so that's huge.
Here. Placing alarm bot.
And you're gonna get the plant already. Really set themselves up in a good spot. It looks like LHC was picked off over there, and it's just kind of in his timer of being downed.
One enemy remaining.
Tobias gets a big 2K right there, so only one opponent remaining here for the Chokers.
Get out of my way.
And they are going to grab that last elimination right there. I think Tobias grabbed it again. Tobias maybe,
A dent or two. Can't say the same for you fragile humans.
I think he gets 3 right there.
Reloading.
Thank you. Reloading. Keep it cool. That's how you survive. Turn out.
Quick elimination right there. Basically just free Brian and let him have it. Holy cow. Ult from Tobias. Get the plant. They get a 2K from Tobias. So just about even things back up. Killjoy gets his, or gets hers. Oh, Odette grabs 2 in a row. So puts the chokers back up and the advantage. Just the Sage left here. And there is that final elimination. So GHC is going to pull within 1 now. Really good turnaround of things here, going to that attacking phase.
Reloading.
Need a drop.
Can someone get this? Thank you.
Enemy spotted A.
Turn out. Wall raised.
Knife
You want to hide it?
Alarm bot out. Alarm bot down.
grenade. Multiple targets B. Flash.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Sky's good.
Enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Look at me. I know that I am
Big
by
round
your
once
side.
again. Chokers even it up at 9s. Like we said, it's the best of 25, so the first to 13. And I believe with it being an unrated match instead of the custom ones, there's no... I think it is. I think there still is a win by 2. So say we're both tied at 12, and then somebody gets their 13th win. You still have to win by 2 rounds, so they would keep going back and forth until somebody gets up by 2. But if the chokers just continue to go down this path and just continue to get dubs in the attack phase, you won't even have to worry about it.
Shutting them down. Enemy suppressed.
I've got your trail. Alarm bot out. Placing swarm. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Flashbang.
You will not kill my allies.
We already had spike.
Enemy
Oh,
remaining.
good pick there from Odette. Oh, I didn't even see all of the eliminations that went. Must have been bang, bang, bang.
Anyone have any splints? I may
As
have jammed
chokers
my
grab
fingers.
their first lead since being up 2-0. Well, actually, technically, I guess their last lead was 2-1. And then subsequently went down, I believe it was 2-4 before they were able to grab another one, but have not had a lead since being tied up at 2-2.
Need thank you.
Fight!
You want to play? Let's play.
So one thing to be weary of here too late in game is an ult has been used on their opponent's side. As they see kind of how crucial this round is to be able to stay tied if they can and get to 10-10. But chokers, all 3 that are alive still, each one of them have their ults. So it could really come into play here in the next couple of rounds. They might just try and outlast the ult that is going on the other side. and then you're just 2 rounds away from a victory, and so you can use all 3 of yours to be able to grab those next 2 rounds, especially with none gathered on the other team, none left after this one is done. Obviously they could have some that are close, so you might want to use it next round and make sure that you give yourself the advantage without having to go ult versus ult, but we'll see how the chokers play this out.
I've dropped
Still
the
very
spike.
winnable round here too also. Just because they're down 2 doesn't mean that they can't get a quick 2 picks right here and be able to even things
30
up.
seconds left.
LHC and Tobias as displayed right there, and Odette. But LHC and Tobias are definitely 2 very skilled guns.
10 seconds left.
Spike plant and grab that round. Not able to do so, so we'll see if that comes in to be a big play. Now having that ult that does not result in a round win. Oh, did we go double ults right there? Possibly, because now it's just Odette left with theirs. And you've now gained one for Jet on the other side, which is a pretty deadly ult if you're good. If you've got some decent aim, being able to chuck those daggers all over the place is pretty crazy. Big double.
One
Big
enemy
2K there
remaining.
from Tobias. Leaves just Sage left now after that LHC pick on Jet.
Flashbang.
Oh my gosh. Just a nasty snipe around the corner from LHC, so chokers are 1 round away here from victory.
Surrounded by minha familia. We won't lose.
Obviously a good spot to be at
Can
right
someone
here
get
if you're a
this?
choker fan.
Thank you. Come on, let's go. Reloading. Reloading. Target out. For you.
Knife deployed.
Good pick.
Turret placing alarm bot. Alarm bot
Chokers go
down.
up to get the spike planted. We've seen historically in these rounds that they played so far, being able to get that spike planted and hold the advantage usually is all the difference
One
that
enemy
they
remaining.
need. As now that it's just down to 1 on their opponent's side, so almost all but wrapped up right here. Oh, except for the fact that I can't do math. All but wrapped up to be able to grab their 12th round victory. You're gonna get team ace, which means that each one of them got a kill, so that's good to see. I like being able to see those things, but if I can do my math, best of 25 means that it's the first to 13, not to 12. So now they are in match point.
Kill them.
Reloading.
You are divided!
Your duty is not over.
Reloading.
30 seconds left.
Just have that timer ticking down on them. They got about 20 seconds left to get this spike planted. Once that plant goes down, it's about a 40 to 45 second timer happens. For diffusion has to happen, or I guess really explosion happens. So, ooh, a lot of action goes down, and it looks like the Choker's got the best of it, possibly. Good 2K there from Odette as they put their opponents down to just one left. You even see down there on the bottom they're already saying GG's because they know that there's going to be a good pick right here as the Chokers are able to grab the victory. And they win that map. So a great thing to see there from your Chokers being able to hop into a match and go and grab a win, which you would hope they would do as we are a strong Valorant team here. So quick recap of the day. Not able to play. Oh, wow. 29 and 14 there from Tobias. You love to see that. That is a good showing from Tobias, who's just gotten stronger and stronger as we've gone through this season, the season that we had before. I guess just this year in general, just continuing to get stronger, and I love to see that. But like I was saying, quick recap: our opponents from Hudson Valley were not able to get their whole team together, so they had to forfeit today. So it really an unfortunate thing not being able to get our match in, but as always, in the leaderboard grand scheme of things, we will take the win, and we will say we will move on to next week. But technically, tomorrow we've got to move back to last week. So we've got our week 1 reschedule happening tomorrow at 6 p.m. for our Valorant team. And then our Overwatch team is going to be on stream with their NJCAAE matchup going on at 3 o'clock tomorrow, where they're going to be playing Dallas College out of the North Lakes. So that should be a pretty good match right there. And the Overwatch team is going to look to pull even at 1-1 in the NJC, and we will see how they are able to do that. But Valorant team is able to get a little bit of time on the stream, being able to get a little bit more time as a team. As I said, they added Jose into the mix, so that's been a fun little mix-up for them. And then just all together, just improving day in and day out, getting what they're coaching, getting what they're practicing, and all sorts of great things. As a program, as the Chokers program this week, we've played extremely well all week. Yesterday we went 5-1 all together with our Smash Bros, Warzone, and Overwatch going last night. I get a lot of stuff mixed up sometimes. And so really strong showing this week from all of them. We hope to continue that tomorrow at 3 o'clock with Overwatch. Hopefully you'll be able to pop in and join us again. We're streaming on all 3, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So make sure you drop a comment. We do have that 3-minute delay, so most of the time we don't even see your comment, or it's going to be a 3-minute delay before you hear our response. So it's not a lot of, but we do try and interact as much as we can. But we just love to see that you were tuning in with us, and we love to see the encouragement that you all send. So a lot of good stuff going on today. A good match victory there for the Chokers being able to go and grab that map on Split. And hopefully we will see you next time, next week, whatever it is, whenever you want to join us again on our stream. But until then, we will see you next time.